pretty good shot. We like to see those.
Got no regrets, I'm on the run, chasing the check, dropping the top, riding the vet, feeling myself, what you expect, you know I'm with it. No better feeling cause I could've quit but I didn't. 007 when I'm on a mission, moving it up to a better position, they thought I was crippled.
What's going on, YouTube world? Charles Hutcherson. We are back again, and today a lot of people ask for two-handed bowlers, so I'm lucky enough. I have this amazing high school bowler, man. He's thrown a couple 300s already. He's only been bowling for, what, a year and a half, 2 years, maybe, something like that. And this guy, once you see him on the lane, everything else will make sense of why he's on this video today, throwing the Troublemaker Pearl. So if you already kind of seen, again, the thumbnail. But, again, we're just going to take a look at these, man. So, come on, Braiden. Come on up, my guy.
How's it going, man?
Oh, man, good to have you, man.
Going good.
So, with the Troublemakers, it's always about these layouts, right? Because of that core. So how do we lay these two out?
These two balls we went a little bit differently with each of them. One of them we did a 4.5 dot to COG, which adds a little asymmetry, raises the differential, and lowers the RG. That's probably going to get that ball to read just a little bit earlier, and since the asymmetry that's been added due to the drilling, it's going to want to respond a lot harder on the back end. The other ball, we did a 2.5-inch dot to COG, which is going to smoothen that reaction. It's going to lower the differential, raise RG, so we're going to see that ball get down the lane and be much smoother off the back end, that benchmark reaction.
Go ahead and just pick them both up real quick, kind of show it to the camera. Right. Show one.
Oh, one at a time?
One at a time, man. That's a little dangerous.
Yep. That is cool. Our 4.5 dot to COG.
Way up there.
Yep. Typical two-hand layout.
Right.
And then we have our 2.5-inch dot to COG right here.
And that looks a little more normal.
Normal-ish to a one-hander.
To a one-hander.
Right. Yes.
So we're gonna have him throw each of the balls. I have a feeling he's gonna like the 4.5-inch pin, but I could be wrong. He could like the smoother one. So then we have a lightly used house shot, so it's not too extreme yet. But with his rev rate, who knows what's gonna happen? We might be lofting, but
who knows?
But go ahead, man. Get started. Throw a couple shots with each. Start with the smoother one.
Start with that smoother one.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So we're gonna start off with this smoother one, this 2.5-inch dot to COG. We'll start a little straighter. Well, straighter for me is third arrow. So we'll start around that area. Throw it normally, see what this ball does. Definitely a little typical for that area of the lane, being a shiny ball. It's going to want to see that friction and really jump off it, even though that layout is to make the ball smoother. Much better shot. That ball looks pretty good from right there. We'll jump a little inside, go around that 19, 18 area at the arrows. So a significant move with my feet left, about the 10-board move. And yeah, we'll throw it normal, see what this ball does. Pretty good shot. Woo. Slapping those 10s out. That's what we like to see. Definitely a smoother, controllable reaction. Still has a little kick because of the shine. But yeah, as a two-hander, you're looking for that smooth and controllable reaction. You don't want stuff jumping off the back end of the pattern just because of our rev rate. So right now we're switching to the taller pin, the 4.5. This one I expect to read earlier and want to really get offline. So we'll stand right about where we left off with the short pin, with the pin down one. Leaked it out just a little bit. I leaked that one out quite a bit, and just because of the taller pin on that ball, it really picked up and wanted to jackknife off the back end. So we're actually going to jump another 5 left. Throw it around 21, 22 at the arrows. And we'll just watch this ball come back. I missed the wheel inside. That's on me. Ooh. Wow. I mean, definitely leaked that one out quite a bit again, but you can just see how much that ball is picking up and just being so violent on the back end. Actually gonna move just a little bit left off that. Get it to our spot again. Much better shot. That ball covers boards, man. And I expect it to go considerably longer and quite not corner as hard. Pretty good shot. Still cornered, but you see that one's not as violent as the taller pin one. That one's definitely more smoother, controllable, definitely that piece that every two-hander wants in their bag. I think this pin down one is from that straighter angle. Just really smooth, controllable, and like I said, that's what you want as a two-hander. I'm gonna move back right to that 18, 19 spot at the arrows. Pretty good shot there.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Not a weave I weave most often. Again with that pin, this pin down one. Gonna make a slight adjustment off that shot. Gonna move a pinch back to the right. Just get that ball to the friction just a little earlier. I thought I could play that spot. We gotta move left. Alrighty. Going to make a very big jump left with this ball because it is hooking quite a bit. So back again to that 19 spot at the arrows. Pretty good shot, pretty good, and a pretty good adjustment. Miss in a little bit, kicks out the 10. That's what we like to see. Pretty good shot there. That is violent off the spot, and even that's the pin down one too.
How does this fit in your bag right now?
I'd say this fits in my bag when I need something shiny but also reads the mid lane. Something, in my opinion, the pin up one, the 4.5 inch pin one is going to be above my gold label, and the pin down one is going to be right around that gold label area, a side step even, if I need something to pick up just a little sooner. But yeah, they're pretty much sitting around that mid-transition area of my bag. Okay. Moving a nice little bit left with my eyes, a little left with my feet. Split the 8-9. Again, from that same spot. That one just pushed just a little bit longer. Kind of got around it with my hand and was a little forward with it at the bottom, kind of pushed it.
Yeah,
so
it definitely looked like it got more into the heart of the pattern instead of like those last ones. It's like you got it to the friction a lot faster.
Yeah. That one definitely sat in the oil just a little bit long. Ball, the 2.5-inch one, isn't quite picking up that mid lane like I want. This taller pin one will definitely see the spot a lot harder. So we're gonna make another little adjustment with our feet, just a little bit more left. Pretty good shot. We like to see those.
Oh, starting some trouble.
Staying in that same spot. Quite didn't catch that one like I wanted to. Little dumpy on that. Much better shot. Really caught it at the bottom and it just did all the right things that it needed to do.
That looked pure. That looked pure. Oh yeah, yeah.
Wow. Maybe caught that one a little too much.
It's okay. So from some of what I saw was definitely tweaking the surface. I think could help ball reaction.
I 100% agree.
Especially with that more violent one. So I feel like it almost forces you to move like too far. And I don't think the lanes had quite developed like how you would normally need to throw this ball. Like the middle is still some soup there.
Still soup, yes.
So
that ball can get a little too long at times with the shine, be a little over under like we saw, but I think surfacing it just a little bit and then bringing the shine back up, or even have it a little 3000.
Yeah,
I think that'd be really good.
Something would definitely help it, but it's violent, and I definitely saw a huge difference just watching you go from getting the smoother one to the much more violent one, and these are the same bowling ball.
Yes.
Like, and with this particular core, how it's made up, I haven't seen a bowling ball that you could just drill it that much dramatically and then you see this much different performance.
Right. So Deviate's really done an amazing thing with the Troublemaker series and gives us no thumb two-handers some versatility with our layouts.
Gotcha. Then also, you bowled on the Masters pattern.
Yes.
How did it roll on that?
On the Masters pattern, I used the pin-up ball. And because I really needed a ball to be clean through the fronts, but also pick up at the same time, because that Masters pattern is very brutal when it comes to your speed. And it got the job done for the most part, yeah. I enjoyed, I saw the right things. Some shots it got a little too long, and unfortunately they broke the pairs down just a little rough, so I wasn't able to stay in it as long as I would like to.
But what did you start with on that particular pattern?
On that particular pattern, I started with an NV Tour and a Speed.
Okay, so some surface.
Yes.
And then in the typical, you know, if you were trying to shoot for score, you'll start with those, and then at what point would you see yourself going to a ball like this?
I would see myself going to a ball like that in even probably game 6, game 5, around that block, when they're getting just a little chewed up in the fronts due to all that surface and you need something clean through it. and with that taller pin, the higher diff is going to get it to
just
read and do what you want to do.
Gotcha. So, again, a lot of versatility. Give the Troublemaker a try. If you haven't tried this one, or again, the original hybrid, which has a little surface to it, that by far is one of my favorite, you know, symmetric pieces. Now, I can't do all the craziness that you can do with that core, but this is a very, very fun piece in the middle of the bag, where it's getting crowded, I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of options. You mentioned that you already had a gold label.
A gold label in that slot.
So, man, it's fun, it's fun. We got some more content coming, so be on the lookout for it. About honesty and transparency. The lanes weren't ready for this ball at this particular moment. It happens.
It happens.
So I'm not gonna count that against you. You guys were able to see the form, you were able to see the mechanics. Games two-handed. You saw it. That's what you needed to see. But yeah, man, I appreciate you, bro.
It's fun.
Man, until next time. Until next time.
Keep it moving with the music up. I'ma keep them grooving. You sleeping on me, just keep snoozing. I'm so locked in right now. Everything I work for ain't never gonna change. Everything I prayed for. Them long nights I cried. For the money and fame, but no matter what, I ain't never gonna change. On my, I never gave up.